the Real Talk Show. I am your host. Come on in, come on in. We are live. Come on in. Do me a favor as you're coming in. Make sure you take a minute and you invite somebody to the show. Tonight's show is going to be every bit of what we call real talk. So listen, if those who don't know me, I am your host, Cynthia L. Robinson. I am the visionary of Plans of the Righteous. I am the host of the Real Talk Show. I am super elated for tonight. For those who don't know me, listen, we are excited for the guest tonight. This here is a community of faith-based. We do faith-based. We long to connect with other faith-based people, and we want to connect and bring everybody on one accord with one another. I am super hyped. As you coming in, do me a favor and say hello and drop where you're coming in from. Hello, Misha from the Change After 40, and hello, Veronica. Thank you for joining us this evening. Do me a favor, invite somebody to the show. We are going to be on fire tonight. So you get your questions ready and you ask your questions. Yes, good evening, good evening. So listen, we're bringing our guest from behind the curtain. Come on from behind the curtain, Mr. Norman. Look, okay, super hyped about you joining us tonight. Thank you for giving me your yes. Do me a favor and introduce yourself.
Whoa. A glorious afternoon to you, world. And the world means the Real Talk Show. I am so elated to be here. Wonderful audience. I'm happy to be among you. I'm happy to be in the company of this wonderful host. I'm happy to be on the Real Talk Show where we just let go. But my name is Norman Gordon. Hello. Yes, I am from Jamaica. You can hear the accent.
Yes, we got him all the way from Jamaica coming live.
Yes, I go by the name The Poetry Man. This is my book. I'm author of this book, Island Thoughts, Volume 1. A thought per day keeps your troubles away. Totally.
I love it. So tell me, okay, we're going to jump right on in because how did you come up with the title, The Poetry Man? How did you come into that? I mean, you are walking in that, every bit of walking in it.
All right. So, okay, The Poetry Man. I'm a poet. I'm a poet. I love to talk. I love to put words together. So, in my writing, a friend of mine, he said to me, you know what? Go by the name The Poetry Man. Yes, because he knows of my work. He likes what I've been doing. He liked it from them. And he said, okay, fine, go ahead. So I was so inspired to use the name The Poetry Man. If you notice, it also has a unique spelling. It's The Poetry space man. So that's how I came by that title, my friend. And I love the name. I really love the name.
I do. So tell me, in your writings, some of us, you're an author, yes, and you are a unique author. And in your writings, you write poetry. So how did you come about writing poetry? What was the defining moment for yourself that said, I should write poetry?
All right, beautiful. I love to play with words. And one of the best ways to play with words is through writing poetry. You get to blend and, you know, all those stuffs. And just the way I like to present myself, I think within myself, I say, you know, poetry is it. It came naturally. Let me just say that it came naturally. And it's
Okay.
actually wonderful and it's doing well for me. I must say to you, I like it. I like
Okay.
it.
And with your book that you have there, tell us a little bit about your book. Tell us about your book and what was that made you write this book?
My book was birthed out of words that came from happy moments and from sad moments. I wanted to heal myself from those sad moments. I thought deeply about people who had sad moments, who were having sad moments, and who I know may have sad moments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wanted to replace the negative with positive. So I say, let
Mm.
me now, yes, let me now think about happy moments. Yes. So
Yes.
when I say for those persons doubting your shine, one day they will be dazzled.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, what I'm thinking about is that doubting your shine moment. Now, some people, it won't get them dimmed, but others, for most of us, we will go dim when we know that people doubt our shine, doubt
Yes.
our potential. Yes. So fast forward, you say, tell you what, I'm going to do something that's going to dazzle them.
Mm.
So I thought about my bad moments. I thought about my sad moments. And I say, let me set the foundation. Let me lay the foundation for the happy moments. One day they'll be dazzled. So,
Amen. 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 So listen, you talked about the sad moments. Share with the audience some of those moments that you were sad because people sit and they look at us and we're here. We're in this space right now and they say, oh, they're doing so well. They've never gone through anything and they want to, I could never do what they're doing.
yes,
Can you
no,
share some
yeah,
of those moments that you were in that sad place that actually catapulted you to be where you are right now? Because I'm a firm believer is the things that we've gone through in our past will help us to in our future. Those are our testimonies for us to share. So if you don't mind, if you can share some of those sad moments that have catapulted you into this defining moment to where you are today.
beautiful. Jamaica, the wonderful Jamaica. It's a third world country, fine, but we have wonderful people, great people here. But in this life, things will not come for some people the way they have done for others.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shirley Caesar said, Mama sent us to school in the best way she could.
Ooh.
However, we were less fortunate. I faced total hardship.
Mm.
I was brought up in a home where it wasn't together. It wasn't together I was around a mother who I know she meant her children well, but then the relationship she had with our dad, it wasn't the relationship you could say had the level of respect
Okay.
that was needed. You know, so it got to a point where mother had to make a decision
Mm.
to part company with him. How she made the decision to part company with him wasn't told to me until about 4 months ago. And she made that decision. Yes, she made the decision to leave him when I was about 5 years old. And I didn't know. So I didn't know until about, say, 40 something years later. And I didn't hear
Wow.
it yet. And she said to me, I woke up one morning and I said to her, Mama, I dreamt last night that Daddy said he was going to break your hand.
Mm.
I didn't learn that until about 5 months ago.
Wow.
I
Wow.
know, yes. And that tells you how abusive the relationship was.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Let us fast forward. She made the decision to leave. However, when she moved with her three children, that would be my two sisters and myself. It now seems like what mother was going through with daddy, her children were now going through that same thing.
Yes.
I was in a corner where I was trying to figure out, where is the love for me?
Mm.
Does that love lie in mommy? Does that love lie in daddy?
Yes.
I was like between a rock and a hard place, because the comfort I know a child deserves, it wasn't coming from daddy.
Wow.
Within myself, it wasn't coming from mommy either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the hardship mama was going through, why she was doing all those stuffs. But
Yeah.
we didn't feel that loved. Yes?
Yeah.
If I go too deep, I may get so emotional. But it got to a point where I said, I can't take this anymore.
Mm.
Take this anymore. I don't deserve to be treated this way, because mama beat us really hard.
Wow.
And sometimes all she had to do was to hear something. She didn't question it,
Mm-hmm.
but she would just come with her, beating implement, and it was.
So you felt the beating and all of that. So you felt that she didn't love you, or that you wasn't receiving the love that a child should receive from their mother or from their father. And so from there, Where did that take you? What place did that take you into? If it's
Once,
not going too deep, I don't want to go too deep that it gets
no,
you,
you're doing
okay?
well. You're doing well.
But
You're doing well. You're doing well. One Friday evening, she beat me so badly that my entire body was so numb.
mm,
And I said to myself, it makes no sense. I continue with my life
wow.
because mommy doesn't love me. And when I go to daddy expecting comfort, he shows me off. And I said to myself, I don't belong to any of these two people.
Wow.
So I went at the back of the house. I got a piece of rope and
Mm,
I put the rope around my neck.
mighty God. Mighty God.
And to the side of the house, there was a mango tree. And I tossed the other end of the rope on a limb. I was
Mm,
going to 10 years old, so between 9 and 10 years old. The baby sister, at the time she was about 8 years old, going 9, and she saw what was happening. So I heard it scream from behind, and the voice said, Norman, don't do it. Norman, don't do it. Norman, don't do it.
mm,
What I did was to just let go that end of the rope I tossed on the limb.
wow.
My sister came closer. She hugged me, and I pulled it from around my neck.
Amen.
After that, I said to myself, maybe I'm not worth dying at that time.
Amen. Amen.
So what I did,
And
I started reading more.
come on now. Come on. Bring it to us. Come on.
Started purchasing the daily newspapers. I started locking myself in some corners, just isolated myself from everybody. So I wasn't that close to my mother, or ever my little sister wouldn't let go of me. So every now and again she would check on me, but I spent most of the time by myself. I started doing this pen pal thing we had going. So I communicated with other persons from near and far,
Okay.
developed my writing skills, developed my talking skills, and I grew. So I grew, writing, talking, started putting words together.
Yes.
Later on, I found that I really developed the knack for writing. When it came
You
close, yes, as it got closer to putting words together deeper, I said to myself, my words are healing me.
come on now.
If my
Yeah.
words, yes, if my words are healing me, then my words can go out there to heal other people.
Come on. Yes. Come on now.
Yes. And the more I drifted away from my past and the hurt, because I got to a point where I was really trying to hate. But I said, no, if I'm writing healing words, there's no need to hate.
Yes,
And there's no need to hurt.
exactly.
Good. So I started traveling, even in deeper pastures, where I said, tell you what, I'm just going to remember the good things of the past. And the good things were, I spent my time educating myself
So let me
instead of,
ask you this. So when you went through those troubled times, because listen, somebody else that's on this line has gone through some troubled times. And what you did was you took, thank God for your sister, because God sent her, she was the ram in the bush for you. Okay. She was your saving grace because God sent her to make sure that you did not do. Now, in
indeed,
the midst of that, God shifted your mindset. So we're going to talk about mindset now because God shifted your mindset
mhm,
and allowed you to start pouring healing things into your mindset for
right,
you to grow on a spiritual note. So when
mhm,
somebody is in a dark place, what you just said, I'm going by what you just said, is when
okay,
you're in a dark place, if you take some words, go to scriptures, go to something that's going to shift your mindset and empower you to come up
mhm,
out of that dark place and that change it, shift this the trajectory of
yeah,
where you are. So that's the reason why you was able to come out of that place, out of that dark place,
mhm,
and
mhm,
start seeing the light.
yes,
So
indeed,
can you share with the people when you started seeing that light, how it started illuminating? Where did you shift to at that particular point? Is that when you started writing your book? Or is that where you started? What was your journey at that particular point? Because now you have shifted yourself.
great question. Well, let me share something with you. Uh, in my book, Part 29,
Okay.
when I shifted myself, this was one of, or I should say, the first thought that really set the stage. And this one said, in every bad moment, there is a good you.
Oh, come on now. Listen, we
Never
got to write that in every bad
bad
moment.
moment, there is a good you.
You.
Never,
I love it.
yet never let the worst of a moment rob the better you.
Oh, come on. Now that is powerful.
Uh-huh. And the last part says, if the moment gets worse, present the best you.
Oh, come on now.
When that rope was removed from around my neck, I said to myself, what's going on here? Now, the more I read, the more I wrote, I noticed that I was being opened even more towards something I don't have a clue was coming.
Yeah.
When I started writing the book, I threw those behind,
Come
those
on.
bad moments, because I said to myself, within those bad moments, there was a good me that was trying to come out. But I didn't find that good me until my sister came. Because
Oh,
there was,
wait. That's powerful. That is powerful. Come
that's
on
it.
now.
Now, never let the worst of a moment rob the better of you. Now, the worst part of that moment would be when the breath leave my body. But guess
Mm.
what? I didn't allow it to get the better of me. I didn't allow it to rob the better of me.
Yes.
And I must say to you, the best me I presented was when I wanted to hate my mother, because
Mm.
that's when it got worse just a few years ago. But I said to myself, no, I have to present the best me, and the best me would be me living my true purpose. And what's my true purpose? Putting words together to
Mm.
heal people. But first, in order to heal people, I have to heal myself. When I
Yes.
found that my words are healing me, I said, hello, people need these words as well.
Yes. I
You
love it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
know, like,
It's-
and let me tell you something. I grew to understand more and more that God is truly amazing, that life is truly amazing, that people are truly amazing, and
yeah.
that we are to always be earnest,
Yes.
seek that one voice that will hear you, that one hand that will help you
Yes.
to push your message.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Amen. Yes. Look, I'm ready to jump up in and shout right now.
You know,
Okay. You about to preach up in here. We
you
have
know, and
Change
yeah,
After 40 say a powerful, powerful story. And God is so amazing, is what she said. The change after 40. She is, when I tell you the comments are coming in, the comments are coming in. So at that point where you shifted, that was your transformation, I want you to know.
yes, indeed. Yes,
And
indeed.
it's because of where you were at that time, because you do a lot of work with youth, with
Yes,
children. You
yes,
go to the schools
yes,
and you speak to the children.
yes.
So, can you share? Is that the reason why you shifted and now you are a voice and an advocate for our youth?
Thank you for that question. And I'm going to share something with you. About 15 years ago, a little white boy, he came to Jamaica as a missionary from Indiana. I was coaching track and field athletics, and I was doing some football coaching as well. Well, you people in America call it soccer. Yes, right? And
Yes.
well, he, he learned about me, and he came to me for some speed training because he was in Cub Scout and he was doing soccer. That's 15 years ago. Last week, that young man turned 30 years old. And he said to me, when I said happy birthday, he said to me, Norman, when will you be coming out with volume 2? I need more inspiration. And this young man was touched by me when he was 15 years old, and now he's 30 and he's asking for volume 2 because he purchased a couple, uh, quite a number of volume 1 and gave them to his friends. And he's saying to me, I need volume 2 because my friends need inspiration as well. And I'm saying to
Yes.
you, from 15 years to 30 years old, and he still needs my
Inspiration.
touch. Now,
Come on now.
um, now let me say this now. So the youth in my community, I said to myself, if I can help myself, if I can heal myself, I should do it with other people, right? And youth are valuable to me. So my love for track and field athletics, had me join the youth club, but then the youth club was defunct. So what I did was just form my little movement. So I
Mm-hmm.
got the youth together, my own financing, and then community members saw the vision, they came on board. Then, and in addition to the track and field athletics, you had some who had the knack for soccer, and they
Mhm.
say, hello, you need to do a soccer group as well. So, so I know, so it was now two groups, track and field athletics and soccer. But then there was another set who said, we can't run and we can't play football. You need to do
Mhm.
cricket. No, cricket is with bat and ball. So I said, okay then. So it was now three groups. And yes, and I had under my belt more than 50 young people
Wow.
monitoring. Then you had some schools in the community. Let me say, thank God for my school, the school PTA representative for Clonmel Primary and Infant School. I've been working with that school voluntarily for over 20 years, doing
Oh my
sports,
gosh.
doing mentoring, talking at almost every function, and we are tight like that. So I work with them as well. Other schools in the community. Sorry about that. Other schools in the community.
You got to get a sip every now and then. You have
Yeah,
to, okay?
this is a fun moment. This is a fun moment. Fun call to rehydration. So I started working with other schools, high schools as well, and they entrusted me with their young people to
Hmm.
mold them in sports. And it happened. Yes. Now,
Yes.
and in the same space, I do sports with them. Then I still have to do some mentoring because
Yes.
sometimes these young people, they have issues with their peers, issues with their parents, issues at
Hmm.
school, and
Yes.
sometimes they think mommy and daddy can't manage what I am going through. Norman, Mr. Norman, I think you can.
Mm.
It could, yes. And when these things happen, when I hear these things, it's easy to empathize because I've been there. I
Exactly.
have been there.
Yes.
So, right. So the connection between the youth and I is so tight. Is
Amen.
so tight.
Would you say that the thing that you went through in your past was actually like a defining moment for you to help the youth for their future?
What a
Would you
wonderful,
say that that was like your purpose in life?
what a wonderful question. Just imagine yourself going through that desert without water.
Mm.
Imagine yourself in that desert without water, walking bare feet.
Mm.
You know within yourself that you're facing hardship.
Yes.
However, you also know within yourself that there's going to be an end to this. When it's ended, you say to yourself, I needed that moment to face what comes when the moment ends.
Yes.
And I'm going to share one of my thoughts with you. The road to excellence is not always beautiful, but the end always brings beauty.
Ooh, yeah. Listen, y'all, he is dropping some real dimes. Are y'all catching these? Are y'all catching them? I mean, he is dropping them. Yes. Come on, give it to us now.
Now, yes, no. So what I went through, I am now happy for what I went through.
Mm.
I am now happy. That moment told me who I was. I didn't hear, but now I recognize.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, that is.
I'm going to say to you what that moment has done for me. And I have an acronym, happiness. And
Okay.
what that moment has done for me is this. H, heal yourself. A, always control your anger. P, proper preparation makes you a winner. P again, prove to yourself that you are patient with you. I, investing in yourself now gives you a future with interest.
Ooh.
N, never lose control over what you do not have control over.
Oh.
E, end your day being thankful for something.
Ooh, come on, y'all.
S, start your day hoping you will make someone happy for something.
Mm-hmm.
S again, saying I am sorry makes you attractive. No,
Wow.
yes, no, that acronym happiness, it shaped me to heal myself and
Yes.
to let go of those hurt and to say to myself, it doesn't matter what my parents did to me, it doesn't matter what I went through. Hello, I'm grateful for one thing, and that's for life itself.
Amen. Amen.
If I am grateful for life itself, I can allow somebody else to be grateful for life as well.
Amen.
Yes, and
Yes.
yes, and the last S, saying sorry, is attractive. I told myself sorry for not forgiving my
Woo
father.
wee.
Yes, I
Yes.
apologize to myself. Having done those things, I am basking in happiness. And I'm
Yes.
saying to all, yes, I'm saying to my wonderful people on the platform, think about something that happened to you that you find it difficult to let go of. Now think about something that you are grateful for. See which of those things is more valuable to you. Which of those things you need right now. You don't
Oh,
need the
oh.
bad. You don't need the bad. You need the good. And the good is what you are grateful for.
Ooh,
The rest
yes.
of the rest of the
Yes. I have Lenice that posted, yes, a shift and inspirational. And I have a change after 40 that posted, we need water. We need water. Okay. And we love it. And now we have where we have a change after 40. She wants to know how can she get a copy of this book. Before we go there,
Okay.
what is the name of your book?
The name of my book is Island Thoughts, Volume 1.
Island Thoughts, Volume 1.
Right.
And who is this book for?
Let me read something. And when I read it, it's going to tell you who this book is for.
Come on.
As we speak, as we speak, it's if it's even one person we have now who is going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
If it's even one person we have now going through a situation where they feel within themselves that they are outnumbered, they are being treated less than they are to be treated. They are pushed under the carpet and they are shoved out the door. Now, thought number 2 in the book says, allow no one to limit your happiness to the engine room when it belongs in the cockpit.
Woohoo!
Who is this book for? Who is this book for? This book is for people who are going through those situations that I have made mention of. It's for those people who feel they are less. Those people who are being treated as if they are lower than anybody else. This is for those people. Right? Yes. Allow no one to limit your happiness to the engine room when it belongs in the cockpit. This book is for everyone. And just to be, yes, and this is volume 1. And just to give you a taste of volume 2, there's a thought coming out in volume 2 that says, always know that you are never too low to grow. Because, yes, because when you shift from that position where you know your happiness belongs in the cockpit, you are now going to say to yourself, irrespective of what I have been through, I can grow. Growth is for me. Growth always. Grow, grow, grow. The Lord didn't place us here to just exist and die. He placed us here for us to grow.
Yes, yes. So we need to turn those darkest moments into happy moments.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. We have to.
Lanice says no limitations. No limitations. Yes.
Not at all. Not at all.
And she put grow, 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 grow. Yes, we have to grow. So how can, give us some expertise on, give us some tips for those persons who desire to write a book. Come on, you have this you got this all locked down and sealed. Share some tips for somebody that think, I want to write a book, but I don't even know where to start.
Okay, then. Thank you so much for that one. I'm going to share thought 52. The last thought in the book, thought 52. I'm going to share it to kickstart the answer. Strive to achieve like giving up never existed. And why I share that thought? Because you're going to reach a point where you're going to say, oh Lord, I can't manage this anymore when you're writing. But let me say, for those persons who are desirous of writing a book, for those persons who think they can't put a book together, you can all do it. We all have a story. We all have a story.
Yes.
We had moments. We are having moments. We will be having moments. We all can think. And when you think about your story, see your story in words. See your story in words. Say to yourself, these words are needed because people need to be healed. People need to be reached. And my story will heal people. My story will reach people.
Yes.
So tell you what, I'm going to just put my words together. You don't have to write. Just think. Think. And the moment you start thinking, your story starts replaying. Your
Yes.
story is coming up. It's being processed. When it's being processed, that tells you that something is about to come out.
Yes.
What are we going to do? Suppress it? No, it's time
Mm.
to push it out now. So tell you what, if you can't afford to write, if you don't feel like writing, hello, just put it on voice. Record yourself telling your story. That's a
Ooh.
lovely way to start. Record yourself telling your story. Listen to your story. That's where it begins. That's where
Yes.
it begins. That's where it begins. And remember also, it takes you to heal yourself.
Mm.
Through healing yourself, someone will be healed.
Oh man,
We
I
can't be
love it.
selfish now. We can't be selfish now. So
Can't
the
be
words
selfish.
you use to heal yourself, you have to use those words to heal somebody. So put those words out there.
Yes. Woo-hoo! Yes, I love it.
Yes. Oh,
Yes. So whoever is out there that's looking to start, there's no excuse. He just gave you guys all the tips that eliminates all of the excuse. If you can't, all you got to do is think about it. All you got to
yes.
do is think.
True.
And then if you can't write your story, he gave you where you can pull out and you can speak your story. And when you speak that story into that, you're going to translate that onto paper.
Mhm.
Now you have your story. There is no excuse.
Indeed.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a testimony. If you're ready to open up and share your testimony, let's get started.
Indeed.
Let's get started. So now that we know that you got volume 1, you got volume 2 coming. When is volume 2 coming?
All right. Volume 2 will hit by surprise. I know. Yes. But the manuscript is ready. It's just to upload the manuscript. So in short order, it will be ready. But there was another question: where can the book be
Where
bought?
can you get? Yes, that's
You get the
exactly
book.
where I'm
All
going
right.
to
So,
next.
so yes, Island Thoughts Volume 1. You can order it on Amazon.com.
Okay.
Amazon.com. Or you can send me a message. You can call me. My number is 1-876 784 6343. 1-876 784 6343. You have my permission, Miss Robinson, to share it, right?
Okay, I have it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All
Also,
of his
also,
contact information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, you guys. So
yes,
there is no reason why you can't
yes.
connect with him. Um,
Also, also, I have a page, The Poetry Man, The Poetry space hyphen space man. It has over 5,000 inspirational thoughts written by me. They are absolutely wonderful. Go there, be inspired, give inspiration, whatsoever you get there. Hello, transfer it to somebody else because we can't be selfish with healing.
yes,
You
and
never
you,
know who needs healing
especially in this day and age,
in this
we're
day
gonna
and
we're
age.
gonna go, we're gonna go there because
We
this
gotta
is
go
real
there.
talk. We're
Indeed,
gonna go there,
indeed,
y'all. This is
indeed.
real talk now. We're in a point in our lives and in our community where there is so much depression, anxiety, oppression. There's so much
True.
violence. Last week we went through the show where we talked about the shootings that took place at the school and at the grocery store. And we just had literally two more shootings that just took place this week here at a mall. Two different malls on the same day.
Wow.
So in that situation, we're at a point where we should be sharing something for inspiration.
Yes, indeed.
Can you tell us or give us, as that person that's been healed, can you share with us something that we can do as a community to try to heal the brokenhearted, the people that are facing so much turmoil, that's grieving, that's depressed, that has anxiety? And we just came out of a pandemic, and to be honest, we're still in the pandemic, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know.
We're still in the pandemic, right?
Yeah. So can you share with us some healing moments, some things that can help to heal our people and our land at this particular point?
First thing, togetherness, teamwork, collective effort will win the day. Community groups, the church group, Parent Teachers Association. How involved are we? Also, how close do we live with our neighbors? The closer you live with your neighbor is the more you know what your neighbor is going through.
Yes.
When we can embrace each other, we automatically heal each other. Do you know how powerful a hug can be? Do you know how powerful a kiss on your spouse's forehead is? Do you know how important it is? Do you know what a kiss on the cheek of your child does to that child?
Wow.
In essence, I'm saying we all have it within us to mold each other and to shape each other. We need to reach out to each other more. That's how we get ideas. That's how we know what's going on. When you know what's going on, you know how to shape what is to come. And you know how to heal from what is gone. So that togetherness is important. That's how we're going to heal each other, by embracing each other. We need that.
Yes.
We need
yes.
that.
Tisha says, yes, togetherness is something we need, especially since we have been separated, even if it's just a phone call. And she's so absolutely correct. Even just a phone call will heal.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
And another thing, never sit down and say, oh, this person is so selfish, I'm not going to reach out. Sometimes it takes our selflessness to rid some people of their selfishness.
Yes.
We have to understand that. Reach out to people. And I'm happy for what was placed there just now, that phone call thing. If it's even a phone call brings out so much.
Yeah.
Sometimes, how do you know that your neighbor has an event going on in the house? It's because you make a phone call. Right? And when you make the phone call, that's when the neighbor tells you what's going on. All of us are not extroverts. So it takes us, the extroverts, to bring out what's inside of some people. Yes. So we need to reach out.
Yes.
Yes.
I challenge you guys, everybody that's here on the line, I challenge you to reach out to at least 3 people a day. 1, 2, 3. 3 people just to check on them. Even if it's just to say, hello, I just called to hear your voice. I challenge you guys to reach out to 3 people a day just to offer and just to hear their voice, because we are still in a time of where things are slipping through the cracks as far as our families, as far as the pandemic, and we still need to heal as a nation, as a world. We need to heal.
True, true.
Even today, I had a conversation with my daughter, and that was one of the things that we talked about, is that we're going to start reaching out to our family, because since the pandemic, you're not necessarily talking to your family as much as we should, or as much as we could, because everybody's still trying to stay in a safe place. But guess what? We cannot get it through the telephone. I promise you guys, we cannot get the coronavirus or what's the other one? The monkeypox. Wasn't it? We can't get that through the telephone. So even if you're just reaching out through the phone, just to let somebody know that you're thinking about them, that you love them, that you're there for them, do that. Because as Mr. Norman has said, that's a form of healing. Yeah, we have reached the hour. Let's do this one more time. I thank you for saying yes to coming on the Real Talk Show. This has been Real Talk, and I mean this has been real talk, you guys. I thank you for being so transparent, so open, and so inspiring. Do me a favor and reiterate how the people can connect with you and how they can order the book.
All right. So the book is Island Thoughts, Volume 1. You can get it on Amazon.com, or you can just send me a direct message. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. My Facebook page is The Poetry Man. You can just send me a message. My telephone number is 1-876-784-6343. You can get me on WhatsApp as well on that number. And my email address is islandthoughtsng@gmail.com. Feel free to send me an email, to call me, to message me, send the questions, whatever. I am open. I'm willing to interact with everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again for coming on the show. And we even have people accepting the challenge. Tisha said that she accepts the challenge, that she is going to accept the challenge. Thank you, Tisha, for accepting the challenge. Anybody else out there, drop it in the comments if you're accepting the challenge, because we want to know. I am accepting the challenge, you guys. I am accepting the challenge, okay? I am going to do this myself. I'm going to start I'm going to actually, as we get off this call, I'm going to reach out to 3 people. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be my 3 people today. Okay. Awesome. The Change After 40 said an awesome show. Again, you guys have information scrolling across the bottom of the screen that says how you guys can contact him and get connected. You definitely want to place your order your book. I'm going to order my copy because I just loved every one of those quotes, and I'm going to need that in my life because I love getting inspired, getting that inspiration, and being able to motivate and keep myself going, because we still need to be spiritually fed, and we still need that motivation inside of ourselves ourselves, even no matter where you are in life, you still need it. Change out the, oh, Lenise said she's accepting the challenge. Thank you, Lenise, for accepting the challenge. We got 3 people so far that has accepted the challenge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, for those that have not already registered, the Legacy Academy is live and in full effect. We are going live this week. Well, today ends the week, so it's actually next week we are going live. If you have not joined the Legacy Academy, you need to join the Legacy Academy because we are a faith-based organization. We use biblical principles. We are providing you with all the tools, the resources that you need to elevate your business, your faith-based business. What we want to do is see you graduate and go to the next level in your business, whatever that vision is, bring clarity to it. And we want to promote you and see the things that you have inspired inside of you and share your story and your testimony with others. Listen, we got to go. We have to go. You'll find the link for the Legacy Academy inside the drop down here. You'll be able to connect with me and go ahead and get yourself registered for the Legacy Academy. Also, P2S is going to be back in full effect, which is our 13-week group coaching program. If you have an idea, if you have a vision, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever it is that you want to do, let's bring clarity to it. We will help you to bring your business in full effect by providing you with everything you need and being with a community of like-minded individuals that is going to help to elevate your business, get your business started up so that it's in full effect. Okay. And that's what we enjoy doing. So good night, you guys. Mr. Norman, tell the people that you love them.
Oh, I love you a million.
Some love. And we are going to go tell the people good night that we got to go. We have exceeded our time for tonight. Love you guys. Good night.